Praise Him. Praise Him. Praise Him. If y'all rise, enemies be scattered. And then the hating is free. Let y'all rise, enemies be scattered. And then the hating is free. Let all heaven be silent as Yah into His tabernacle. Let all heaven be silent as Yahuwah into His tabernacle. Let all heaven be silent. Let the shalom of Yah be in this place. Let Yahuwah be in this place. The shalom of Yahuwah be in this place. On the Shabbat day, at the beginning of Shabbat, let our minds be upon Him today. Let our soul seek His face today. Let our heart be righteous with Him today. Be pure. He may hear our prayers, our supplications in this day. Let all heaven be silent as Yah into His tabernacle. Let us stand and we go to shofar and we pray and usher Yah into His house. Praise Yah. Praise Yah. Let us pray. Yahuwah, we thank you for your goodness and your mercy today, Yah. We thank you for one more time being in your house one time, Yah. We thank you that we may come and praise your name today, Yah. For there's no Yahuwah like you in the heaven above, on the earth there's none like you. And we come to bless your name today in the house of Yah. We come to seek your face today, Yah. For you have made the fish of the seas, the fowls of the air, the beasts of the field. You have created every people thing on the earth. You gave the ill-given seed for meat for man. You gave the vine for man to drink. You made the sun, the moon, the stars. You made the oceans, Yah. You made the dry land, Yah. You made the Melechis, the heavenly host, Yah. You made them to do your work, Yah. You made man and female in your own image, gave them the breath of life. You made them living soul, Yah. We thank you. You even created Yahushua the Mashiach for atonement for our sins. You created him, Yeshua. I thank you. I thank you. We praise you today on Shabbat day, for there's none like you in the heaven above, on the earth under. There's none like you. You are truly the only Yah. You is the Alpha and Omega. You is the beginning and the end. You're the Aleph and the Tav. There's none like you, the author and finisher of our faith, Yeshua. We thank you for another day. We thank you just to praise your name today. We just thank you for being in our house of Yah, for having the right mind to come today. Come today, Yah. We could be doing everything under the sun. But we choose to be in your place today, Yahuwah. We choose to seek your face today. Well, we ask you right now, when 2 or 3 are together in your name, Yahuwah, you are in the midst. We ask your presence to be here, Yahuwah. We ask your presence to be amongst your people today. We ask you right now, Yahushua, come and visit us right now, and come up in these hours right now, Yahushua. Come right now, Yah. We ask you to give us your sweet word, and then feel your sweet presence right now. The Rock of Dish in this place, Yahushua. We want to thank you. We praise you and honor your name today. We want to give you praise and glory for your worthy, Yah. There's none like you. We just want to thank you for all week long, for the work week all week long, the day of working, Yah. On this day is for rest. We thank you for remembering Shabbat and keep it holy. You said remember it. Remember it. We're going to remember the day we come to reverence you. But we want to thank you for all the things you have done this week. You have blessed us with finances. You have blessed us with health. Getting out the bed, open our eyes. Right now we got ears to hear. We got eyes to see. We got breath. that we can breathe, Yeshua. We got food to nourish our body. We got drink, Yeshua. We got all these things. We got clothes on our back. We got shoes on our feet, Yahusha. We have transportation up and down the roads, right? We have gas to put in our cars. We have a mechanic to fix our cars, Yahusha. We got good tires. You have kept us. You have your metal keys all around, keeping us in case we dash our foot against a stone. They'll lift us up, Yeshua. We want to thank you. We thank you for keeping the enemy away from us. We want to thank you, Yeshua, this day. We want to thank you for this evening. And I thank you for one by one, name by name, that is in this place today, Yeshua. I ask for you to keep Elder Ishmael this week. He's gone this weekend for hunting, for camping this weekend. I ask you to keep him safe. I ask you to keep Elder King. You say he won't be able to make it because he had to take care of his mother this evening, Yahusha. For everyone that's here today, name by name, one by one, Yahusha, I ask you to continue to bless them today. Bless them with your spiritual blessings. Bless them with your natural blessings right now in Yahusha's name. Let's say Elohim's prayer together. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. You may be seated in the house of Yah. I welcome everybody today to the El-beth-el Sabbath Day Church. I am Bishop Ronolad K. Hairston Jr. Welcome to the house of Yah. All right. I hear y'all like my little podium right here. It's my little thing right here from Bishop Friday, boy. I'm happy about this day. We'll preach the word of Yah on this day. I just called Bishop Friday. I said, Bishop Friday, we're going to win some souls on this thing. This podium going to be drawing them in. Well, I thank Yah. Again, to be in the house of Yah on this Shabbat day. We're here at 118 Chaney Avenue, Jacksonville, North Carolina. I am Bishop Ronolad K. Hairston Jr. And the times of service here, we're on beginning of Shabbat. Beginning of Shabbat at 7. We got Shabbat tomorrow at 11:30. Then we got Yahuwah's study instruction of Torah on Yom Revi at 7 o'clock. Again, I welcome you all to the house of Yah. All right, the creed of the El-beth-el is Ephesians 4:5. We believe one Yah, one faith, one baptism. And Ephesians chapter 2, verse 20, our foundation is built upon the apostles and the prophets, and Yahushua the Mashiach is chief cornerstone. That's the creed of the church right here. And the phone number at El-beth-el is 910-388-5295. And the bishop phone number, my phone is 910-381-3056. Those are phone numbers at El-beth-el. If you got any problems with, you want to know the times of the service, you want to know, or you got anything about the scriptures or what's going on with El-beth-el, or the sermon about El-beth-el, want to know what's the word saying, or what do we believe in, why we do this, why we do that, please give me a call. I will go over the scriptures with you. I'm not ashamed, not scared. We had the Désiré. He said, out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let every word be established. All right. Did I miss anything today? My family. See you all in the house. Y'all got Sister Felicia. Wait, Sister Felicia, see you in the corner. Probably see you in the corner a little bit. My family's here early today. Got so smiling faces. They're on time. They beat me today, so that's awesome. We have my brother Richard today. He come in from Montana now. He's at Jacksonville now from Montana. I'm glad that my brother's back now, so I pray that he comes and work with El-beth-el while he's here. But I'm glad y'all brought him back to Great Falls, Montana, for a new, what's I say, a new journey, what you say? You know what I'm saying? A new frontier, where you going, or wherever you want to say it. Now, I thank you for the new book is open, new chapters open for Richard Kirk Hairston. Yes. And I'm thankful for y'all. Y'all will be using my brother. He's a man of y'all. Dude fired up. I know y'all going to use him. I know he's going to do great things wherever he goes, where he is. And if he's here right now, I thank you for y'all. He serves the same y'all that I serve. And we got Sister Sue in the house. She's about to go to Montana, but her for right here for this time period. She's in El-beth-el, so it's good to have her today. All right, we'll open it up for a little bit. I know Brother Fabian's around the corner. He's going to go, bam. Like that, bam. So, yeah, don't forget, brother, you know that you can't use the keypads on that computer and stuff, man. Just let you know. So, I know you're going to set it up and stuff, but if you want to, you can unplug the camera too from there, from the computer, if you want to. All right. It shuts down. All right, we're going to open the floor for testimony. It is It is testimony time of Yahuwah. You know, on Shabbat day, I want y'all to come and give y'all the praise. I know y'all done did something for you all week long. You come up there and just say 5, 10 seconds what y'all has done. You know, you can clarify, you know what I'm saying, what y'all has done all week long. I know y'all has done great things for me this week. I'm still working on my paper. I've been struggling, but I thank y'all for just keeping me. I thank Yahuwah for the last 2 days. I got a lot of things accomplished. I've been in my back office, handling everything, handling the church business, handling the business at Big Dog, you know what I'm saying, and my business and anything else. I thank Yahuwah for it, because he's keeping me. And I thank you for the strength and the health he's keeping me. I thank you for the mindset he's giving me. I just thank you for my mother. She's doing well. I thank you for the house where Mo lives. She's doing a little painting over there. I think it's coming together finally after the hurricane. The hurricane hurt all of us up. Slowed everything down. But everything's coming back together again, and all of the motion again, and the business coming back, and it's getting busy now. And I just thank for my mother's house getting back together. The walls look good, the ceiling looks good, and they're doing a pretty good job. So, like I said, after all, I'll be back to talk to y'all in a minute. I'm going to pass this mic around and give y'all the praise. I'm giving my brother first, what he got to say. Go ahead and say something.
I just want to give honor for being here. I'm blessed to be here. I just want to give praises for being back to Jacksonville, North Carolina, break from Montana. I don't know what the Lord's going to do for me, but I know that He's got plans for me. And I know that I'm going to be blessed, and whatever I can use me, like He did Nehemiah, I praise that He used me in a mighty way. And like always, I just give Him the praise and glory. The testimony I got here safely, sound in my right mind, and my body's all together, 10 fingers, 10 toes moving. I just want to give it, just praise Him for that, and just being alive and being back in the house of God. I just love it. There's no place I'd rather be right here with you and me. So, all praises.
Praises.
Hallelujah.
All right, so, Christian speak, go ahead. I'll give y'all the praise. You shame? Come on. You bashful? Come on. Let's go.
Well, I'm just thankful that I'm able to spend what time I have with you guys. I love being here. And I know I've got to go home for now, but at some point I will be back. And I kind of convinced Richard to sing with me. Getting that? Come on, Richard.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Let me get that aftertaste. Go ahead.
I love you, young,
Go ahead.
and I lift my voice to worship you, oh my soul, rejoice. Take joy, my King, in what you hear. Let it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear. I love you, young, and I lift my voice to worship you, oh my soul, rejoice.
Glory.
Take joy, my King,
Glory.
in what you hear. Let it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear.
Glory.
We exalt thee.
Glory.
We exalt thee.
Glory.
We exalt thee, O Lord.
Glory.
We exalt thee.
permission to speak. Go ahead.
I just want to thank y'all for putting food on our table and allowing us to be here and keeping us safe.
Come on, baby girl. Just say yes. Hallelujah, Yeshua. Yeah, go ahead. You said good. I like that. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, Malia. I like that. Come on, Gail, stand up. There you go. So thank you, Yeshua.
Thank you, Yeshua.
That's that boy right there gonna preach. You hear that boy? That boy loud. You hear that, Rich? That boy gonna preach. Go ahead, Mike. Say thank you, Yeshua.
Thank you, Yeshua.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Malachi, go ahead and pray.
Yeshua.
There you go. All right, sir. All right. We'll give the Brother Fabian. Brother Fabian good? Let's speak, sir.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. All right. Glory. All right, great. Again, keep Elder Ismail in prayer that he's camping this weekend, which is good. I like that. He had a chance to get out. But Wednesday, he had a migraine headache, and told us to keep him in prayer. So, and Elder King, he just came in today, and he already called. They won't be able to make it, but I want to thank y'all that he came in. And Elder King is faithful. Just like Elder Ismail. Those are my two elders, man. Like I said, brother, I'm thankful that y'all don't put our youth. We got little Miguel. He's 6 years old, all the way down up to Elder Ismail. He's 70 years old. And that's the ranges of in this house. That's why I thank y'all. From the youth all the way to the elders. And like I said, that's how y'all does it. We got the older generation, the middle generation, and the generation to come. And I'm thankful for what y'all is doing. He's doing this in El-beth-el. And I just talked to Brother John, and he said he should be here on Shabbat tomorrow too. He'll be working double shift too. That's the one I just baptized about 2 weeks ago. I think the 1st of September, about a month ago. About a month ago, I baptized him in Yahushua's name, which is awesome. Like I said, y'all keep on adding to the church daily. There's such to be saved. That's an awesome thing what Yahuwah is doing. Again, I ask El-beth-el, my brothers, my sisters, continue to keep me in prayer. Sister Belicha, and Sister Sue, I am pressing on to go to Kush. I get my shots coming in the 26th of October. It cost me $250. I ain't too happy about it, but I got to pay it. You know what I'm saying? But I said, $250? Come on, man. But hey, I was wondering how much it would cost down here. The facility down here, Hurricane Florence done killed it. So I got to go down. I got to go to Raleigh. There's only 3 places in North Carolina you can get that shot. I know one is here, one is in Raleigh, and I don't know the other place at. But I'm thankful that y'all's opened the doors. Remember, this week was supposed to be the fair week, and the week was canceled. That was like my push-off. With all the shirts I have, I will use that to help pay for everything. But y'all is blessing. My testimony, I thank Yahuwah that he brought a lot of TVs in. I don't did a job yesterday. I made $250 in 5 minutes. Who can make $250 in 5 minutes? I used to sell drugs and make like that, but it's legal now. That's why I love y'all. I make some money, $250 in 5 minutes, and it's legal? Now that's what I like, making money like that. And that's why I thank y'all. Y'all continue on bringing in money, so I continue on putting things like paying for my plane ticket. You must knew that my shot would be $250. I did not know. I thought it was $125. I was happy about that. But when she said $250, man, I about cried. I said, y'all, but I'm ready. I already got the money to the side. I'm working on my visa right now. I'm about to go try for my plane ticket. I've seen it one time. A plane ticket was $900. I continue on praying that it stays $900 and get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and put $900, then work on my place to stay. I'm praying for that for like $800, $900 where I'm going to stay for like a couple of weeks. And then, like I said, my visa's going to be like $200. And then I'm praying on, when I speak of these things, I want y'all to keep them in prayer. That my spending money, I think $200 a week, I can live off of that. So $600 to $700, I'll be good for 3 weeks. Then I can come on back home. So I'm figuring about $3,000 for everything. I'm thinking y'all, so if I can figure all that, so every year, that's what I need to go back to Kush for 3 weeks. And that's what I'm looking at. But this is my first launch out, and I'm praying, I ask y'all to keep on praying that y'all open the doors, keep the doorways open, send the Malachi's around us, keep the Malachi's to kick Satan's tail. So you already know the deal. I'm speaking on the airways. You already know. Then I get over there, I'm baptizing, point blank. I'm going over there and I'm ministering, I'm baptizing all the elders, and everybody else is going to be baptized in Yahushua's name. And that's where the foundation is going to be at, and that's where it's going to start. Foundation, that's what I'm there for. That's why I'm talking to y'all right now, so I can continue on praying. That's where the foundation is going to start being at and start growing in the name of Yeshua. You know, and be baptized in the name of Yahushua. You know, then the little kids and the elders and the brothers, the men and the women of the houses of Yah is going to start growing in El-beth-el. And that's the only reason I'm going. If I only baptize Pastor Désiré, that's it, I'm glad. And if nobody don't mess up and everybody don't want to do nothing about it, I went anyway. I was available for y'all. I'm his servant, and I went because of y'all. That's it. I'm enjoying my little vacation for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, chilling. Like everybody want to go to Hawaii, I'm going to Africa, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Chilling in Yahushua's name for 3 weeks. And I don't know what we'll be doing over there. You know, I don't know how they get down, but y'all got to pray for me. It's a big city, bigger than New York, bigger than Detroit, bigger than Chicago, bigger than LA. It's a big city, you know, and like I said, they speak French, Swahili, and they say they speak English, so I'm praying they speak a lot of English for right now. I'll be looking for one of those things that translate, they talk and translate to their language. So if y'all know where I can get one of them, please let me know. I'm working on that. But I want to thank Yahuwah, and I'm going to keep on thanking him because he's making a way. And like I said, doors are opening, and I'm working. I work till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning just to do these things. I do not care. Fixing TVs, whatever I got to do, whatever I got to take to get over the kush. That's what it is. It's all about the souls. It's not about me. And that's why I tell people, I'm dead. I'm dead in Yahushua. Like Paul said, you know, I'm crucified with the Mashiach. Nevertheless, not I, but Yah that dwells within me, the Mashiach. He dwells in me, and I will give him the praise. Again, I have tonight we got Brother Fabian. He will be speaking. Brother Fabian Wilson, he will be teaching tonight. I don't know what subject he be teaching. What subject you teaching tonight, bro?
The incubist and the adultery.
Dang! He coming out hard, boy. Yeah. He coming out hard. Okay. Woo! So y'all want to get ready for that one. All right. The incubist and the adulteress. That's a hard saying. That's something y'all hates. The incubist spirit is trying to trap us in adulterous spirit, which you're not.
The incubist is the male version of the boy.
Right.
Succubus is the female.
Incubus and succubus. Yeah, I understand. Incubus and succubus. All right. I'll get it right one day. Both of them, I can say, the big spirit is trying to dog you out. I can say it like that. Trying to suck everything out of you and cause you to go straight to hell. That's his own goal. Real quick, sum it up real quick. His main goal is to have him with you, go straight to hell. That's it. If you want to get a short story about it, that is it. But again, like I said, I'm Bishop Ronolad Hairston Jr. And like I said, I'm glad to be in the house of Yah one more time. All right, are you ready? No, I keep on talking till he's ready. But it is the Shabbat. We do have Shabbat scriptures today. I'm going to be like Elder Ismail. Elder Ismail usually share a scripture on Shabbat day already. Then he don't say nothing tomorrow. I'm going to be like Elder Ismail today. New Testament. Marcus chapter 2. Marcus chapter 2, verse 25. And he said unto them, have ye never read what David did when he had need and was a hunger, he and they that were with him? How he went into the house of Yah in the day of Abiathar, the high priest, and did eat the shewbread, which is not lawful to eat but for the priests, and gave also to them which were with him. And he said unto them, the Shabbat was made for man, and not man for the Shabbat. Therefore the Son of Man is Elohim also on the Shabbat. That's right. The Son of Man is Elohim on the Shabbat. Yahusha is Yah on the Shabbat. Elohim, the Son of Man, is Elohim. That's why Yahusha is of Shabbat. He's Elohim. He's Lord of this Shabbat. Shabbat. All right, I present everybody, Brother Fabian Wilkes. Shabbat. Shalom. You know, we get all this stuff when we camp on this podium. That thing big, ain't it, bro?
I see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Look at it. You got put your little mic there and stuff. Ain't that awesome, man?
Yes,
A bishop getting that thing. I had to run and go get that thing. That's why I ran out so early. Yeah, do that on the side of the street. So you gonna sit out on the side of the street. I said, Bishop, you want a podium? I said, yeah, I'm ready to check it out. I'm right around the corner. That thing on the side of the street. I can get that thing. Very good. Y'all's good. Y'all's good. Shalom.
So, again, it's going to be, I know most of y'all should be familiar. Been doing lessons on, like the succubus to female for a few times. But, I never went into depth about the incubist. So I'm going to I'm probably going to have to split it up because it's a long lesson. But I'm probably going to have to split it up. But it's going to be about, obviously sexually immoral behavior and, adultery and tools that Satan uses to cause a lot of issues in people's lives. And it's mainly just going to be the issues that Satan causes women issues, with the incubus. So I try to keep it as PG-13 as possible, but it is, some examples try to keep it as mild as possible, but I try to keep it as mild as possible. We talk about these things, we talk about sexual matters, so, it's just a present, but try to keep it PG-13 as possible. All right, we're going to start at where they come from, because these are demons that are manifested in the flesh. So, you gotta get the origins. We touched a little bit about that before. We're just going to refresh it about where these demons that manifest in human form come from. So, we're going to start in Matthew 13, 24 to 30. And this, matter, also deals with, a lot of, things that Satan likes to put on man to make them insecure, holding the standard as the incubus, just like women. Satan's standard for women is the succubus, the whore, the ungodly woman. And, the woman that's, sexually liberated. This is Satan's standard for women, and they have issues with that because they like, guys, they have hard times finding good guys because, the succubus women are just sucking them up, left and right, being out there. So this is the version, vice versa of the male version that males go through it as well. But Matthew 13, 24 and 30. 30. Another parable put he from forth unto him. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man who sowed good seed in his field, but while man slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat, and went his way. But when the blades was sprung up, and brought forth fruit. Then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? And obviously everybody should know by now, saying there's two different seed lines on the planet Earth, and there's the children of Yah who came through a particular seed line, and there's the seed line of Satan that Satan mingled his seed line with Yah's seed line. So if y'all ever look at wheat and tares, they look similar, but one is like distorted. It's like they're like crumbled up wheat. So they're similar, but they're different. And that's how it is in the body as well. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From when then hath it tares? He said unto them, An enemy hath done this. The servants said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest, which is, everybody should know it's the end of the world harvest. So, in the time of harvest, I will say to the reaper, Gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. That's 30. So, obviously, it should tell you right now that Christ is not favorable towards the tares. At the end of the world, you're going to gather them up and just destroy them. So, there's no salvation. There's nothing that they can do because they are of the seed line of the devil. So, they're here to do their Father's will. The next one is going to be Enoch. We'll go to Enoch. Enoch chapter 6.
Which I know you don't have an apple like that.
It's going to be Enoch chapter 6. And we're going to go from there to chapter 8 and chapter 9. But, alright, so we're going to start at Enoch 6 and 12. Again, this is the background of where these beings come from, because everything has an origin. So just go into a little bit more detail about their origin. Chapter 6. We're going to start at that one, then go to chapter 8 and 9 to some verses. Chapter 6, verse 12. Chapter 1 to 2. And it came to pass, when the children of man had multiplied, that in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. And the angels, the children of the heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said one to another, Come and let us choose us wives from among the children of man, and begat us children. Okay, so it all started in lust. So it tends to happen with whatever sin starts. That's the sin that's just going to follow that. You know what I'm saying? Like if your foundation is rooted in murder, that's most likely how you're going to go out. Murder. You reap what you sow. If your foundation started in lust, that's going to follow your lineage, and it follows it with the succubus and the incubus. Next one is going to be chapter 7, 3 and 6. Chapter 7, verse 3 to 6. And they became pregnant when the watchers, when the angels, the fallen angels left their escape in heaven, they came down and made with the daughters of man. And they became pregnant, and they bore great giants, whose height was 3,000 ells, who consumed all the accusations of man And when man could no longer sustain them, the giants turned against them and devoured mankind. And they began to sin against birds and beasts and reptiles and fish, and to devour one another's flesh and drink the blood. Then the earth laid accusation against the lawless ones. And it's a little bit more detail about they sinned against birds and all that. They were mingling. You know, if you go into a little bit more research about that, they were doing gene splicing, just like they're doing right now. You know, they got rat DNA with lizard DNA. They got frogs that glow in the dark. You know what I'm saying? They got, you know, so that's the same thing they was doing back then. And yeah. I just want to show the image. Well, yeah, we can show. Yeah, so you don't have to keep going back
I
and
hear
forth.
you, man. Technology, boy. Yeah.
That's right. The keyboard don't work, huh? God dang it.
That's what I said, man.
Dang it.
You know, I was meant to get one with a USB.
Maybe do it from control panel. Let's see. I just wanted to show y'all. I want to show y'all a whole bunch of stuff, but it's kind of gonna mess up the living. But I'll see if I can do it from here.
You do it from control panel?
Yeah, you probably should. Just gotta go to display. Adjust brightness, connect to projector. Yeah, here we go. Alright. There we go.
Teach that, yo. I think that's gonna be the computer gonna take the push.
Okay, we're gonna have to get a new keyboard. Now, this is just a, you know, when in verse 3 it says, and they became pregnant and they bore great giants. So once they laid with the women, you know, this is you know, basically what happened. You know, this is the pure seed of the angel and women, and then obviously the more it mixed with mankind, you know, the more diluted, and it starts to become almost normalized, but it's not normal. And when we go throughout the lesson, you're gonna realize this whole, you know, like NBA, you know, to be honest, based on the scriptures, a lot of the people in the NBA got some Nephilim blood in them. It's not the normal man were not the seed of Yah. They weren't known to be tall like that. You know, when we go into the lesson, we're gonna go into Canaan and all that, and they were the ones who were known as the man of tall stature. This wasn't commonly, normal in Zion, and you know, and that's why one of the reasons why a lot of the women in Zion they lusted after the man of Canaan, because there was the height and some other reasons. But I was just giving y'all, you know, a visual perspective of the size of these beings. Okay, and the next one is going to be 8 and 2, chapter 8, verse 2. 8 verse 2. And there arose much godlessness, and they committed fornication, and many were laid astray, and became corrupt in all their ways. Chapter 9, 7 and 8. Chapter 9, 7 and 8. And Simjaza, this is one of the fallen angels, to whom thou hast given authority to bear rule over his associates, and they have gone to the daughters of man upon the earth, and have slept with the women, and have defiled themselves, and revealed to them all kinds of sins. And these are they gonna touch on this a lot, but these are where the witches started to come. They taught them how to do witchcraft, how to do sorcery and all this stuff. So, and and that was they baby daddy. So what I'm saying, they was down for it. They already slept with them, so why not learn some magic? You know what I'm saying? I'm already deep. I'm already, y'all already mad. It might as well, some voodoo or something. But all right, and then 8. And when the women had bore giants, and these are the original ones, size-wise, each generation, they've got more normalized, but the DNA is still here to this day, and you can still see people to this day. And the whole earth hath thereby been filled with blood and unrighteousness. And now, behold, the souls of those who have died are crying and making their suit to the gates of heaven, and their lamentations have ascended and cannot cease because of the lawless deeds which are brought on the earth. So, when these beings were born, again, they didn't have the spirit of Yah in them. They had it in there, but like I was talking to Brother Ron a few months ago, it was things, they're both of Yah, the woman, and the angels, but there were things that weren't supposed to be blended together. So you created something that Yah didn't technically correct. It had Yah in it, but it's a mutated thing, and as you're reading the mutation, it was a bad one because they were banging on the heaven's doors. You gotta do something about this, Yah. These crazy, they crazy. So all right. Now we're gonna go to 1 Samuel chapter 17. 1 Samuel chapter 17, 1 to 18. Again, we're gonna do more extensive. That's why I'm gonna break this lesson into 2 parts. And we're gonna go into more great details about this, to the foundation, to the behavior of them, and to the
Like you give permission to speak the second half tomorrow. You want to do that?
Yeah, that's fine too. 1 Samuel 17, 1 to 18. Because it's gonna go to the music industry too. We're gonna see how how many incubists are in the music industry and how they converted a lot of the women just to be harlots. So from Ray Charles to James Brown to the new modern artists, they just teach these women and they promote adultery and to be part of this incubist lifestyle for them. So it's 17, 1 to 8. All right. Now the Philistines, again, we're talking about the giants. This is the lineage of the Nephilim, the original Nephilim, the Nephilim of the children, and the Philistines. They are, on this level of diluted Nephilim blood. But you'll see why I said this. Now the Philistines gathered together their armies to battle, and were gathered together at Shukha, which belonged to Judah, and pitched between Shukha and Azekah in East Demin. And Saul and y'all really gonna have to give me a study lesson on these names, these lands. So what's my land? Shukha. These names, what I'm saying? Because we've been in this English language so long, and Saul and the men of Israel were gathered together and pitched by the valley of Elah, and set the battle in array against the Philistines. And the Philistines stood on a mountain on the one side, and Israel stood on a mountain on the other side. And there was a valley between them. And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines named Goliath. We all know the story about David and Goliath, but this is just reforming that, Goliath just wasn't some, regular being. Goliath had Nephilim blood in him. So, and this is why I'm touching on this. And there went out a champion out of the camp. And again, like we were reading Enoch, they were slaughtering everybody on the planet Earth. And they were champion killers. They fathers taught them how to the art of weapons and how to master herbs, just like they was teaching the women. And so they you gotta remember, y'all people are sheep herders. We'll fight, what I'm saying, when you got to, but a trained soldier versus a sheep herder, I mean, that's slaughter, what I'm saying, and that's what happened. And plus, given the size and the strength. All right, named Goliath of Gath, whose height was 6 cubits and a span. And I think that translates to about the middle one, maybe just a little bit bigger. Some say, it's anywhere between.
Cubit is 18 inches.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the complete though. From my research, it's anywhere between 7 to 10 feet. Goliath was, so anywhere between that, and that would be like second generation Nephilim offspring. And he had a helmet of brass upon his head, and he was armed with a coat of mail, and that's the mesh iron to protect your body. And the weight of the coat was 5,000 shekels of brass. That sounds pretty heavy. And he had graves of brass upon his legs, and a target of brass upon his shoulder. And the staff of his spear was like a weaver's beam, and his spear had weighed 600 shekels of iron. Obviously this guy's on a whole different level of strength. You need probably like about 5 or 6 guys, to pick this stuff up, and he's just picking it up. This is every day, Verse 8. And he stood and cried unto the armies of Israel. And this cry does not mean like he was crying, it means like he was crying out, "Hey Israel, you punks!" That's what it was. That's literally, it was on that type of dialogue. And said unto them, "Why are ye come out to set your battle in array? Am not I a Philistine, and ye servants to Saul? Choose you a man for you, and let him come down to me. If he be able to fight with me, and to kill me, then will we be your servants. But if I prevail against him, and kill him, then shall ye be our servants, and serve us." And the Philistine said, "I defy the armies of Israel this day. Give me a man that we may fight together." So you know what I'm saying, he beating his chest like, "Y'all don't want it with me. I'm Goliath." You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be licking the dust off our feet when we get done with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's bold talking. Everybody else, nobody wanted to fight Goliath. You know what I'm saying? Just that one guy who was fighting lions and tigers and bears in the background nobody knew about, which is David. When Saul and all Israel heard these words of the Philistines, they were dismayed and greatly afraid. So again, this put fear in them, seeing these giants. Now David was the son of that Euphraite of Bethlehem, Judah, whose name was Jesse, and he had 8 sons, and the man went among men for an old man in the days of Saul. And the 3 eldest sons of Jesse went and followed Saul to the battle, and the names of his 3 sons that went to battle were Elath, and the firstborn, and the next unto him, Abinadab, and the third, Shema. And David was the youngest, and the 3 eldest followed Saul. But David went and returned from Saul to feed his father's sheep at Bethlehem. And the Philistines drew near morning and evening, and presented themselves 40 days. They go that symbolism of 40 days, I forgot the devil's in there. So for 40 days, you know what I'm saying, nobody wanted to fight Goliath. Are you going to? Alright, and Jesse said unto David his son, "Take now for thy brethren an ephah of this parched corn, and these 10 loaves, and run to the camp to thy brethren. So, everybody was looking at David because David, again, it is not normal. When we go into this lesson, it's not normal. Zion is not, 6, 7, 8 feet tall. It's not customary. Zion is not known as the man of a tall statue. Zion is normal height. I'm assuming, anywhere between like 5, 6, 2, maybe something like that. But
5 foot, about 5'10" to 6.
Yeah,
5'5" to 6 foot. That's about
yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna go into this whole tall, dark, and handsome. That is not associated with Zion. That's a lot of. I know brothers be like, yeah, tall, dark, and handsome. That is not associated with Zion when you go into the history of it. That's associated with the Canaanites, tall, dark, and handsome. And that's what the daughters of Zion was lusting after when they went over there. It was like, wow, they was astounded by their comeliness. And carried 18. And this is going to be the last one for that. And carried these 10 cheeses unto the captains of their thousands, and how thy brethren fear a fair and take their pledge. So this ain't about David, but everybody should know that David killed the giant Goliath. 2 Samuel 21, 15 to 22. It was just a background on the characteristics of the Nephilim offspring. 2 Samuel 21, 15 to 22. 15 to 22. And the king's servant said unto the king, Behold, thy servants are ready to do whatsoever my master the king shall appoint. And the king went forth, and all his household after him. And the king left 10 women, which were concubines, to keep the house. And the king went forth, and the people after him, and tarried in a place that were far off. And all his servants passed on. This is 2 Samuel. Oh, I was reading 15. My bad. 15. I was at chapter 15. Moreover, I should have known something. We was talking about the women. I was like, something don't sound right. All right. Moreover, the Philistines had yet war again with Israel, and David went down and his servants with him and fought against the Philistines, and David waxed faint. And Isbai Benob, which was of the sons of the giant, the weight of whose spear weighed 300 shekels of brass in weight, he being girded up with a new sword, thought to have slain David. So, David is like the giant killer. After he killed Goliath, obviously, y'all should know that once David was given the kingdom and rulership, he went to go kill a lot of people that Yah deemed unclean. So, and a lot of those were offspring of the Nephilims. But Abishi, the son of Zeriah, scorched him, and smote the Philistine and killed him. Then the man of David swore unto him, saying, Thou shalt go no more out with us to battle, that thou quench not the light of Israel. And that is 22. And it came to pass after this that there were again a battle with the Philistines at Gob. Then Sivbishi, the Hibbite, slew Zaph, which was of the sons of the giants. And there was again a battle in Gob with the Philistines, where Elhanan, the son of the Bethlehemite, slew the brother of Goliath, the Gittite, the staff of whose spear was like a weaver's beam. And there was yet a battle in Gath, where was a man of great stature that had on every hand, and this is another characteristic of, I've heard of people with these 6-finger things, and y'all probably heard of it too. And they probably got Nephilim blood in them. just to be quite honest, you know what I'm saying? This is another characteristic of the offspring of the Nephilim. And there was yet a battle in Gath where was a man of great stature that had on every hand 6 fingers, on every foot 6 toes, 24 in number, and he also was born to the giants. So again, you know, it wouldn't. To me, it wouldn't be. I wouldn't procreate with somebody who had that in their life, because something's up. I don't feel comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that's obviously the Bible is telling you people with 6 fingers, 6 toes, and all that that come from the Nephilim bloodline. And when he defined Israel, Jonathan, the son of Shemi, the brother of David, slew him. These 4 were born to the giants in Gath, and fell by the hand of David, and by the hand of his servants. So, you know, this again, just doing some background on the giants. David was known as the giant killer. You know, some of these folklores, like Jack and the Beanstalk and the Giants. A lot of this stuff is just reworded matters from the Bible. David is known as the giant killer. So, as you read. Okay, Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 13. So yeah, I mean, you know, most people don't know, you know, there's giants in the Bible. I mean, giants in the Bible. Yeah, 13. And you know, and it's about bloodline too. You know, just like Yah, you know, he wanted particular things planted in his particular garden. You know, and he didn't want everything in his particular garden. You know, me, I would be a stickler. You know, I don't care how, you know, how attracted I was to a female, but she had 6 toes or something. You know, that would be a red flag for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, genetics is a big thing with God, and you know, and the reason why you have this mutated genetics is because things were mixed that weren't supposed to be mixed. So. Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 13, 15 to 20.
What's the other name for it?
About Sirach.
Sirach. Let's stay on Sirach.
13.